Hello, YouTube friends. Hey, hope everybody's having a great weekend. Um, I don't want to mess up anyone's weekend. The Chiefs are going to win the Super Bowl, right? Because money solves everything, right? I'm not saying that. I don't know. I guess I like them both. I can't decide, but I'm not going to do the Super Bowl because. Actually, the Green Bay Packers did really, really, really well this season, right? So we got to toot our own horn. Um, I don't like the halftime shows at the Super Bowl. I will be out there rewiring my out in the out in the shop over there, rewiring my HO scale train, and that'll be fun. Um, so yeah, lots of things going on in the modeling community there. I've seen a couple questions. I have a question out there, and it's okay. You guys don't have to answer my question. My question was, I didn't. You see, I don't even remember what my own question was. Something about what is model building to you? Something similar to that, and I'll kind of answer that. On my part here is model building to me is it's the stock car that you made with the orange battery in it. It's the Corvette 55 Corvette that you made that has the crooked STP sticker on it because the crooked STP decal because it apparently it was so old that all of the decals cracked on it, every single one of them, and I put all of the cracked decals on it. And the decals were so thick back in the day that I don't know. Apparently, this one stuck immediately, and I wasn't going to scrape the body or anything like that. So I just left it. So that's the essence of modeling to me. It's the model that you can look at that you built 10 years ago, see the crooked STP stick decal, see the orange battery, and say, that was a cool build. I remember I forgot to do that. I forgot to paint the battery. And it's kind of nostalgia for me. I'm one of the nostalgia guys. I don't know. I couldn't tell you what an old model is or what a new model is. I couldn't date a model if I tried, but I have a basic idea. So now I know uncertainty is really an old model, and I knew that all along because I grew up during that. And that leads me to the other question of the other thing out there is people about 3D printing. I kind of break it down a little more than Henry Robb does a little bit. And to me, there's modeling purists out there, what I call purists. And these are the guys that, like Henry describes, they go the extra mile and go meticulously through that model. And to be honest with you, I don't have that kind of patience. I'm not that guy, right? I'm not the guy. But purists to me will take a Packard model and reproduce every nut and bolt on that model. And when they get through with it, you won't be able to distinguish the model Packard from the real Packard. That's a purist to me. And, that's fine. To each his own, everybody's got their own thing, right? So that's kind of my take on it. 3D printing, I haven't really, I don't judge anybody. I don't judge any modeler out there. I don't, we're all a community. We're all great people. We all have our different things, right? Um, 3D printing, good for them folks, because if they took the time to get like the college degree needed to operate those machines, right, and invested all of their money into that to make the modeling community better, good on them. If they have all that money to spend on all of that equipment and it works out for them, um, good for them. You know, what's wrong with that? You know, it's you know, people make money off of lots of things, right? You know, not just models, right? So that's kind of my take on that. Myself, um, you know, there's probably a handful of us modelers out there that are old school that would rather um, do things the old way. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, I mean, um, I can see that there's a certain skill in doing things the old way, you know. Um, I have to laugh. I was working on the Mustang 60 project, and you guys will probably laugh too. I'm probably one of the rare people that actually does. I do all the window trim by hand, and I don't window tape or I don't use tape or anything. I paint it by hand, and it's a challenge for me, as old as I am, to see if my hand can be that steady that I can paint that, right? And yeah, you know, I make one or two mistakes, right? You know, but I fix it, you know. And you guys can't tell. You won't be able to tell, right? But you know, that's me. I'm the skill oriented. You know, the skill in 3D printing is to learn it. I believe that's the skill for that, right? You know, and so that's the deal. Unboxings, question out there. You know, you guys have your own channels. You do your own things, right? You know, I mean, we're all a community, but everybody's kind of different, right? You know, myself, um, to be honest with you, I get bored of unboxings, right? I don't, you know, I can only watch so much of that, and then because, like I reiterated before, the new AMT kit boxes have on the side of the panel of the box what's in it, right? Um, I assume, and here we go, right? I assume that unboxings were originally done so that you knew what kit came, so that you knew that the 66 Nova kit comes with the engine stand, right? That's my take on it. You know, I mean, I could be wrong if I'm wrong, guys, but you know, and that's fine. People have a right to be wrong too. You know, I mean, it's, you know, I'm not going to die if somebody out there is wrong on something, right? You know, I'm going to sit here and keep building my model, right? You know, I'm not going to harp on it or anything, you know, and it's just fun, guys. It's just a fun thing, right? You know, here you go. Here's some fun. Look at this. I like, now that I almost built the model, right? I like the 66 Nova underneath this body, but you know, as you can see, the freaking the wheelbase is off a little bit. But that I think is going to look sharp, and I'm just going to leave the body primered like that, I think. But that's a future project, you know. So anyway, guys, that's my take on things. Everybody enjoy the Super Bowl. I really enjoy Taylor Swift. I'd enjoy it if she came over to visit me, actually. So, all right, guys. Well, this is Eduardo, and I'm out, and take care.